Third down looming. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson out to his left. And I think the ball's out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. A disappointing end of the sequence there. He was starting to turn nothing into something, and then he lost the football.
And sometimes things get lost in the transition. And what I mean by that is you go from being a passer to a runner. And at a certain point, once you cross the line of scrimmage, you're strictly a runner now. There's no more downfield threat. Make sure you take care of the football while you're traversing downfield.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. A quick throw, but incomplete.
You know, you're following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under. CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
Flushed out right.
And Jackson's so tough to stop. He's got a first down, and he gives himself up there at the end.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Over the middle, complete. It's Brown. And he's taken down inside the 30.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Play action. Now Jackson. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off for big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
They'll try to run it in, going option right. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. 2nd down and goal. Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed.
And the Texans are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
On second down, right back to Lindsey.
Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's a give to Lindsey running right. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Tyus Bowser. He brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Watson off play action, rolling to his right. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. CD, that's the second time this half they've put it on the carpet. Now, the first one they lost. Good news here, it doesn't cost them.
They do say that things even out in the course of a ball game, so you mentioned they lost the first one. This time, able to retain possession, but they can't get into this habit. The ball can't continue to go on the ground.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him, and he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
The throw here to Andrews, the tight end, and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw taken in by Watkins here.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed.
And the Texans are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
So no gain on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Off of play action, it's Watson.
He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Watson on first down, escaping the pressure right.
That's going to be caught. It's Chenault. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To the air yet again. Watson. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Well, when you got a quarterback like this dead to rights, you got to make sure to wrap up. Instead, though, he breaks free and off he goes.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make him punt it. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. You know, I think the defense is saying back to them, why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, put some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And, oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
Flushed out right. He'll dump this one off to Lindsey. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That catch good for only a couple. From the 38, Watson escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Here's Watson. Able to complete this to Chenault. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Faking the give. Now Watson.
Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
It was Jaron Reed who got him down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
From the 29, Watson. A little check down to Lindsey. So the completion good for 6 yards. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field. They brought in a heavy set on third down, and that usually means running play. But we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one. Wound up hitting him for a first down.
They go back to the ground now with Lindsey. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Now Watson.
And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick. But instead, it's third down.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that football. Throwing on third down, Watson.
Open man is Jordan, the tight end.
And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, Their job is to go ahead and get low, almost getting into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Watson. He finds his man complete. That's Jordan. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson, flush to his right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, I've heard you say that so much of being a great inside linebacker is diagnosis, and that time he diagnosed things instantly, made a beeline for the football.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. Oh, now Lindsey lost the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. Room here to run. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. He was trying to do anything he could to get that final little bit for the 1st down. Instead, he lost the ball.
Yeah, and he was short of the 1st down, but not by much. Trying his best, as you noted, to get there. Sometimes that extra effort can cost you.
They'll run with Dobbins. A nice display of power, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
3rd and goal, Jackson. And it's caught. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal.
Nice completion, nice gain.
Great tackle.
Really good tackle. Kept him in bounds, kept things going. What do you do here?
That's the question. Let's see what they do. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Eluding the pressure right. That'll be caught right side. Chenault with it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw, Watson. Buying time to his... Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field, and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down.
And bulldozing his way through. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
81 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
On 1st down, Dobbins. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on 1st down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And he will have a Ravens 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now.
Jackson's throw complete there to Bateman.
And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 14. Somebody missed an assignment. He was waving his arms saying, hey, I'm wide open. They found him.
You think? You think? I mean, he was so wide open. Did you see he was just windmilling like he was Don Quixote or somebody out there? And then they found him for a really nice gain.
They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well.
Touchdown! That's caught. Nick Doyle, his 1st touchdown on the year.
And the Ravens are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Taking it about the 1. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
One last throw here for Watson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Ravens come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for the Ravens, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville.